So, God already answered your prayers for money. One of the things I've observed being in church ministry, a leadership role for many years, is that people constantly ask God to do some sort of miracle in their finances. Essentially, they need more money. And, for the most part, they might get out of that temporary rough situation, but generally things remain the same. And so the thing is, God already answered that prayer. It's just that we don't really recognize it. And let me share a story to help explain. You might be familiar with the story of Moses and the Israelites when they were escaping Egypt and they were caught between the Red Sea and Pharaoh's army. And Moses finds himself crying out to God for help. And what was interesting is God's reply. God was like, "Why are you crying out to me? Tell the Israelites, cross over, use the rod to divide the sea." God expected Moses to use the power that he already gave him. And that's how we could be when it comes to our finances. We can be crying out to God for money when in reality, he has already given us the power to create wealth. And we see that in Deuteronomy chapter 8. And the question is, what is this power to create wealth? And the answer, simple. It's our ability to be valuable to others. It's just that. Think of the way we get money now, for instance. Yes, someone might give you money, but normally we get money maybe through some sort of job or business. And what we're really doing is being valuable to our employer or to our clients. And in return, they're giving us money. Money is simply just a representation of value. And we can use that representation, that money, later on to exchange with others for value. And that's all it is. And so the way God gave us the power is essentially by making us able to be valuable to others. He's given us gifts, talents, ideas, and we can offer those to others in exchange for money. And this explains why it will always be, discrepancies in wealth between us because we all will give value to others at different levels. Jesus said, the poor will always be among us. And there's this verse in Leviticus, I'll put it up on the screen. It talks about a foreigner, in the land. It says, if that foreigner becomes wealthy. And, the condition that if shows that it's really up to us. It's in our control how much value we give to others. So we shouldn't be praying, God bless me with more money. No, our prayer should be more like, how can I use the gifts and talents that you've already given me? Guide me into using them in a way to attract wealth, a way to attract money. And so that's the answer that God has already given us, the power to create wealth. I'll see you in the next one.